Ding ding, round 2. Let's try this with the correct powder this time. Maybe this'll work. Let's find out. 2 quantum entangled singularities. Hello everybody, welcome back to another FTB Infinity Expert Mode with yours truly, Kryllyk. Thank you all, first of all, so much for the assistance. Again, a couple dislikes and whatnot. I'm sorry that I didn't realize that or figure that out beforehand, but hey, that's why I'm so thankful to have a wonderful community like we have here on the channel. I really do appreciate you guys being a member of Kryllyk's crew, part of the family over here. It's pretty awesome. But we have our singularity, so let's, without wasting too much time here, let's get started with the first quantum bridge. All right, boom. You know what? I think we're just going to basically have it pretty much right here. So first of all, we need the 3x3, which will be the 8 of the quantum rings, into the quantum link chamber, and that's going to form up the actual quantum link chamber itself. Then if you just kind of right click on the middle here, you can place a singularity. Pretty straightforward, right? We also need to connect it with a cable. I'm just going to use a dense cable. Might as well. We should have tons of them all the time anyways. I don't know why I was out. But yeah, again, really do appreciate it. I'm sorry. I mean, we all make mistakes and stuff. So I hope you guys could forgive me because I goofed. But it's okay. Oops, yes. Okay. So, does that actually connect up? Does it not connect with power? Or does it need power elsewise? It may need power elsewise. I thought that this would just do it all. I guess not. But it is lit up, which says it has power. So, let's just pop up. I don't think we should really be draining anything. We should have loads of power, so it shouldn't really be an issue at all to run this thing, unless they really jacked up the requirement, but I don't think they did. So I'm pretty sure we have the quantum link. Does it show it in here? It doesn't show it in there. Okay. There's a search bar in the interface terminal, by the way. Just saying. May not have noticed that last time. Alright, next thing that I want to do is I want to make another ME controller. And this guy, oh boy, okay. Some vibrant alloy, please. 1, 2, thank you. And some enderium, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, good. And enhanced Galgadorian. Did I not make these last time? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I goofed. Maybe I goofed. That is a possibility. Alright, so we'll get the other ME controller. And what we're going to do with that is that's going to be on the other side. Alright. I also want to grab ourselves a Tesseract. We can get that started to autocraft as well. And then we can start moving over the AE stuff. Now again, I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to get done this episode. We may jump into something else, but it is at least the start of it. And I may do some of it on stream as well. And also, I'd like to say thank you so much for the support again. While I was having difficulties, just with a little bit of exhaustion more than anything. There we go. Okay. I got achievements apparently. That's fine. I was feeling a little bit under the weather and stuff, and I really, really appreciate you guys and your support throughout all that. I still feel really bad whenever I miss a day. I'm kind of hard on myself, so let's just leave it at that. Okay, Tesseract. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up, Mr. Tesseract. Why does this take so long? Oh yeah, the fluid transposer. That's why. Hurry up. There we go. All right. So we got the Tesseract. We have an ME controller, and then we have the quantum link with the singularity. So let's head on over to the last millennium. This is where I'm going to move my AE network overall. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put it out this way. Not very far, though. I want to keep it somewhat close. But for right now, I just want to make sure that this is all going to work. So let me just place this all down. And I guess we'll do this. We'll set this to quarry. Set. That should then gain power. It did. Very good. And we'll just set up the quantum chamber here, like so. Boom. That should be like that and connected. All right, good. So we have the quantum link chamber. It's connected to power, and we should probably also connect it to the controller here. Is that not working? Oh, it's got to connect to one of the corners. That's why. All right. So, does that mean it's connected? Oh God, that wither scared me. Why is it red like that? Why isn't it flashing? Okay. All right. Well, that's not ideal. Okay. Anyways, it should be fine the way it is. Let me just remove this and this. All right. So it should work anyways. We have power connected to it. We'll just have to get a terminal and everything over to here just to kind of test things out. So let me get a few things done. I want to start building a little platform here as well, and then we will get started on this move. Okay, so we're back, and I've done a little bit of building out in the last millennium. Just kind of carrying on with our overall theme for the most part. There we go. Beautiful, right? Now, this is going to be our new AE home. I still haven't figured out exactly what to do with the posts and pillars, but it looks pretty sharp to me. And it's got a little mini basement down below. Now, first things first, of course, these guys... We do want to have all of our ME controllers and everything out here, but that's going to take a little bit of time to move on over. So for right now, we have the quantum bridge up and running. What? It was up and running. Are we out of power? No. Shouldn't be. Game? It was just working, I swear. I left and I came back in and then it stopped. Alright. Well, that's strange. It was working. I'm slightly confused. Very, very slightly confused. Alright. It literally was just working. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a hiccup, isn't it? Like I said, it was working. So anyways, I'm going to move this anyways. So I think we're going to slide it on down and put it into the basement down below. Hopefully I can figure out the rest later. So we're going to have it down in the basement here. And I want to have all of the terminal and all that come up right out the middle. Just like you see with the hole. So let's get a little bit more of the cabling. We'll just take a few of these. I'm going to need them anyways. So there we go. Now this guy, you know what? We could probably put it like right over here. This might be a nice spot for it overall. And then, of course, we will finish that. We'll put in the singularity. And maybe we'll put the tesseract right down below. Quarry power. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not lighting up. Okay, and then out the top side here, eventually this will run directly into an ME controller. And then that way we can have just the crafting terminal and stuff upstairs. There's a blood light there, isn't there? Okay, good. And we're just going to have this pop out and have our crafting terminal like so. Now again, it's not functioning at the moment for whatever reason, but we'll get that fixed up here in no time. Let's just zoom on back to base and see if there's a problem back here. There shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we're out of chunk loading or anything like that. No, we should be good to go. I don't know exactly what the problem was then. It has power. It's all lit up. Yeah, I don't know. Not too sure what the problem is or was there. But that's at least the start of us moving over our AE system. Now let's just zoom back in and see if it's working this time. Here we go. And no, it's still not. Why is it not working all of a sudden? It's like it's saying it's not getting power. I am very confused. Okay. I mean, that's connected. but maybe we need to tweak that a little bit. I don't know. I'll play around with it, see what's going on here. It should just work. Quite peculiar. All right, we'll just place that down there. I'm going to have to look into this, though, because we need this thing to work properly. All right, so I just made an EU energy acceptor coming off the Tesseract and connecting into the quantum ring. It fixed the problem that I was having, so we're good to go there. And I do have it now chunk loaded and everything as well. Don't mind the annoyingly loud wither, but there you go. We now have access to all of our stuff right out here, which is beautiful. Which means it should assist quite a bit in the, move overall. Overall, I think it's pretty nice setup. So we can this will be our setup for all of our AE2 stuff, and then we will just set up a whole bunch of different areas and stuff like that with crafting terminals in the overworld that connects into this system. Equally, we will have this guy auto export ender pearls so that it always stays loaded as well. But anyways, so this is the start of our AE stuff. I'm going to do a lot of it, most of it off camera, and kind of give you guys updates and all that kind of stuff, but not in this video. For right now, what we're going to work on a little bit is towards our creative energy cell, and that's with the awakened draconium stuff, or draconic evolution stuff. Now, I do have a whole bunch of awakened cores, but I'm pretty sure I need them all to be, or at least most of them, quite a few of them, to be the Draconic energy core, this guy here, which is the molten draconium poured over top of the awakened core. Now, based on my calculations, I'm way off. This is going to only give us 4 of them for 16 of these things, right? So we're going to need, well, that's another 16, another 16, and another 16. So we actually need a stack of these awakened cores themselves, which is a lot, let me tell you. We're out of void metal right now. We can get it quite easily. I'm not worried about that. But let's start the process a little bit here with the draconium and all that kind of stuff. Let's take all of this powder that we have from those dragon fights and use that in our setup up here. So basically, just going to continually fill this thing up. I wish I had a bigger smeltery at this point in time, just saying. But we're going to smelt this all up and get tons of draconium ready to go to pour over top of these awakened cores. Now, for the most part, I'm going to do most of this off camera. This is going to give us, well, we're going to do, what, 4 of them? 12 total, yeah. 12 total of the awakened cores will be coated in the draconium. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I may want to do another different setup of this down the road, but for now we'll at least get this going a little bit. But yeah, so we got a lot of work to do. Well, that's certainly a nice autocraft. Autocraft 16 awakened cores. Don't mind if I do. Still far away from what we need, but I do farm some more dragon hearts and stuff, and we're getting more of everything for the most part. I'm slowly working my way through here, throughout the thing. We're just kind of continually crafting stuff. I do have the 4. We obviously need quite a bit more than that, but you know what? Progress, progress, progress. I would like to automate this process, and to be honest, guys, I'm getting to the point in this world where I'm kind of sort of running out of stuff to do without progressing into the creative cells and all that kind of stuff, which is what we're doing. I think we're kind of at that point, so I apologize in advance if, the videos are a little bit more spread out. Of course, I'm still going to be working on the AE system and stuff, but, this is kind of the thing, right? You get close to the end and things take a little bit longer to do, like this is quite tedious to continually just, do all this, right? So, it's one of those things, but we'll get there. We will get there for sure. How many of these do I need? I need quite a few of these, right? I'm pretty sure I need a lot. We should probably automate this process. I definitely think that we should. Maybe we can set up a smeltery over here. But honestly, if you guys have any cool ideas of stuff that I should do, an example of something that I don't want to get into is the... We're out of blazing pyrotheum? What? All right, we'll have to get more of that. That's fine. A couple of things that I don't really want to get into is like applied energistics for the Thaumcraft stuff, mainly because I'm planning on doing that in my Skyblock world that we're now functioning in. Obviously, we're moving the AE system. That's going somewhat okay. It's going to take forever. The biggest thing that we have to move is the molecular... these guys right here, and each one of these are full, so we also need to expand on it. We need to also move all the auto crafting stuff, and then again all of the storage, which it's a lot of work right there. And I'm kind of debating, should we be setting up the auto processing stuff in the other, you know, dimension as well? I don't know, let me know what you guys think on that as well. Those are not smelting because we're just shy. You know what? Let's get some blazing pyrotheum fired up here. We need it. I should really just make a whole bunch of this stuff. It's very straightforward. There we go. Come on, baby. All right. We'll get some of it smelted up in the magma crucible. Good. Oh, we are full of gelid cryotheum. Oh, boy. Okay. That's a problem. I'll fix that up. Alright, so one of the things that I want to work on and get, you know, auto-crafted up is the Draconic Flux capacitor itself, including the Wyvern Flux capacitor. Now, this guy requires those Wyvern energy cores, which I don't have. Now, those guys are the ones that require the redstone from upstairs as well. So I'd like to get this and the Draconic one set up automatically. Now, I'm not sure... That's going to take a bit of work, so I don't think we'll get that done today. But let's just get 3 of these so that I can at least set up the auto-crafting otherwise of the Draconic cores. That way, once we are prepared to get these things set up, the flux capacitors, or energy cores, sorry, we should be good to go in making automatically making the Draconic capacitors. That's kind of my goal here. So, without further ado, we have... Oh, did we need 4? I think we needed 4, didn't we? I think we needed 4. Dang it. Alright. Yeah, we needed 4. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Just take 1, please. Thank you. Alright, so this is going to be the last one. So this will allow us to make the Wyvern Flux capacitor that we need for the middle. We need to set this up on our autocraft. Now, one of the problems we have is our autocrafting is completely full. That is definitely a problem. So let's just adjust that problem by making a few ME interfaces. Let's do 4 or so. I think we can do that pretty straightforward. And let's quickly go down here and get this guy set up for auto crafting as well. So boom, boom, just like so. Good, we'll do that and we'll just make it itself. So we'll pull that out and throw it in. And then from there, what we can do is we can now make this. Yes, and make that into a crafting recipe as well. So we have the auto crafting recipes set up, ready to go. Now we do need the ME interfaces. Let's grab those. And I may need another dense cable. Now, I'm going to set this up just right here for now. Again, we're going to be moving all this stuff, so, you know, that's a thing. I didn't need a dense cable. So we can just kind of apply these right like so. Very good. And throw them in as we go. So that is how much on this line? We're at 23. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. Alright, so we should be able to make Draconic cores, just like right here. But the problem that we're going to run into is we don't have the energy cores and we don't have the Draconic energy cores auto-crafted yet. And we don't have Awakened Draconium auto-crafted yet either, which I don't think I have any blocks left, so that's a different story altogether. So I think we're going pretty good. We have lots of good stuff. I'd really love to get your guys' feedback, like I said, on anything that you would love to see a little bit more of. I think we're kind of getting to the point now where we're starting to get a little bit more into winding down. A little bit more. There's a few things that I want to do. I want to get to a tier 6 altar. That's going to take a long time. What else? We could... There's a bit more blood magic stuff that we can do. We've done most of Thaumcraft. We really have. Most of Thaumcraft stuff we can make or is already made. We never got into the Icorium tools, but again, I don't think we need to. We do need to upgrade our tools. That is a thing. Now, with the tools, should we upgrade by going to the Draconic stuff as well? Again, that's going to take a little bit. We could get the Draconic Staff of Power. This guy is pretty sweet as far as I recall, but it's going to take a lot of stuff. As you can see there, it is not a simple recipe, and that requires the pickaxes and all that as well. So that's a pretty advanced recipe, and it's going to take a long time. It's pretty grindy overall. I do want to set up the power system from Draconic Evolution, the capacitor. Again, I've stated that already before, but I still want to do that. Is there anything else that I know of right now? That's about it. Other than moving my AE system and getting my creative stuff, that's about where I'm at. So let me know for sure down in the comments. I really would appreciate that. I'm going to double check the time on this video. We might do a few more awakened Flux guys, or maybe we can quickly set up a smeltery. I don't know. Yeah, we don't really have that much stuff. Alright, so just making a quick little Magnum torch. I figured, you know what, we might as well put it down in our main base area here because, well, really, we've never done it, so let's just put it down, and that way we will prevent mob spawns. Now, I've basically taken our old smeltery and started building it up out of the ground. I figure we can make something out of that maybe. And but for right now, we're going to use it to our advantage. So what we're going to do is we're going to automate this process up. Now, we're kind of a little restricted on our spacing here, but if we get an ME interface tied in right to there, we should be good to go. So let's, without further ado, jump on down. This is our basement, so it should be pretty easy to pull into. And let's see, we got that. Let's just go here with an import. Yeah, because we can import all this stuff. We might as well. We might as well import that stuff. We're going to need, we don't need an export. So this guy here is going to contain our Draconic energy core pattern, right? So that is going to go into the, no wait, that's not right. We don't need the ME thing there. We need it on here, right there. So let's remove this and this. Let's remove that. So this is going to be our ME interface on here. I think this works. I don't know for sure. I guess we'll find out together. So the ME interface is on the casting table itself. Now, I'm hoping it also pulls it out. I'm pretty sure it should, but I don't know for sure. So then we're just going to run a cable all the way across here. Just like so. And this smeltery, oh, we do need the export bus. We do. I almost forgot all about what I wanted to do with it. So the export bus needs to go on here. And the export bus is going to contain Draconium. So let's get a little bit of Draconium. Do we want to use, I guess we'll use the dust for right now. We may have to update that a little bit later on. But we'll use the dust for right now. So that will export all of the dust continually into this smeltery. So we should always be full up on dust. That's going to, of course, be connected to the interface here. And this guy is going to carry on through. And let's see, do we have enough channels to make this work? Device is missing channel. Device online. Okay. So, are we able to get this thing done? So if we go Draconic and we craft one of these, is it going to work? Let's find out. Yeah, it put it in there. Good. Now, is it going to pull it out when it's done? I don't know. If not, we can just add a quick little import bus as well. And that guy's continually adding dust. Very good. It doesn't seem like it's extracting the energy core. Okay, that's fine. We can then just do an import bus here. And we need to set this to basically only pull out the energy cores itself, so that we're not pulling out the other items as well. Good. I'm just going to add that. Okay, and we will wire this in and have ourselves hopefully another setup here. Missing channel. Are we going to actually have enough channels on this line? Looks like it's online. Appears to be online. Okay, so we can cover that back up. And basically now we should be able to make that automatically. The other one that we have to do, and this is where we're going to run into issues, is this guy right here. And we're going to run into issues due to channels, I think, more than anything. So what I'm going to do, we should grab some more dense cable, I think, and really just run with it. Yeah, let's make 100. That'll work. That'll work just fine. 100 of those, not a problem. Alright, we can pretty much make anything. It's just a matter of time. Okay, we'll get a whole bunch of dense cable and we'll run it up. That way we can start splitting off those channels a little bit more. I should also probably check down here where we're at. This guy is at 26 of 32 right now. Okay. Well, that's not bad. That's not that bad. Okay, let's just get upstairs. It's kind of difficult when you move so fast at this point. So these are the ones that are going up to here and further along. So let's remove these and run dense cable the whole way, just like that. That guy should be working again now that we're connected. There we go. Good. And then we can also remove all of this. Because remember, these only carry 8 channels. And if we get this up to here on the corner where we split off, each side is going to be the 8 channels. And voila. Okay, so this guy should light up with the channels that we're using. And that means we can run 8 off that way and 8 off this way, which is perfect. It'll give us a lot more flexibility upstairs there. Okay, good. We can then get rid of these, clear out some of the inventory here, get rid of some of this stuff. Why do I have a tool forge in my inventory? What? I broke the tool forge? When did I do that? Whatever, it's fine. So we're pretty much filling up with Draconium. That's good. I think we're completely full for the most part. I want to set up an ender tank for the blazing pyrotheum. But let's first deal with automating the other one here. So that's an energy core. We'll put that away. We need a wyvern core. Let's not keep that on us because it's probably going to gain energy. And let's automate the next thing. So we got the import. We got the ME interface. I think we're good to go on this next guy. So let's head on upstairs. Let's move this first of all. Good. We'll move you and you. And let's put it in a nicer spot. We can kind of just actually put it right beside this one, can't we? Can we do that right here? Yeah, I don't see why not. We have this. Oh, no, that'll be a problem. That'll be a problem. We do not want it there. Okay. So that's a confirmed no. But we can set it up basically right beside it, right here. So let's do that instead. So we'll do the casting table. Good. We'll just do that. And the reinforced portable tank again on top with the orange set. And then if we just dump down, we can throw the ME interface directly on the table, like so. We can pipe up through here to get our import bus on the side of the table. And then we can basically just connect it with the cables. Good and good. All right, so that should be fired up and ready to go. Now we do require the wyvern energy core just so it's pulling out the right thing. So So we're going to steal that and head on back upstairs and set this to only pull out the Wyvern energy core. Like so. Alright, good. Now we can basically jump on back. We can throw that down. And let's give this guy a test. Wyvern and Flux capacitor. Let's make 4 of them. We have them all, so they should be good to go for crafting. And let's head on upstairs and see the magic work. There you go. It's working. So outside of that, we need an ender tank for destabilized redstone, and we need an ender tank for blazing pyrotheum. So is that going to pull it out properly? No, because that has power in it, isn't it? There we go. Energy core. That's what we needed, not the flux. We needed the energy core. That would be helpful. All right. So that should work this time. Right? Right? So that should change. Or did we already miss one? We might have already missed one. There we go. And it should get pulled out. Good. Okay. So that works perfectly. No complaints there at all. So now we should have the 4 Wyvern energy cores, which then we can make into the Wyvern flux capacitors, like we show right here. But we completely goofed that up, didn't we? Yes, we did. We need to fix the recipe itself. This guy. We goofed up that recipe, didn't we? Yeah. No, that's wrong. Okay, let's fix that. And then we should be good to go. So Wyvern, 1 of you equals 1 of you. Good. That'll be there. Excellent. We have that guy going. This guy, though, is wrong. So we'll cancel that. It's crafting 226 redstone chipsets. Why do I think it's not crafting those? Because it's not. Beautiful. All right, good. So I'll clean this up. I think we're good to go. We got the automation thing pretty much down. We're good to go on that. That's good. I just deleted the wrong thing, didn't I? It's fine. We can redo it. It's okay. I will redo the energy core recipe. All right. Wyvern energy core, or Wyvern flux capacitor. God, I keep saying the wrong thing. Boom, like so. Good. All right. Okay, well, that's about it, I think, for this episode. We got a little bit done. We got some automation done for the flux capacitors, which are pretty darn awesome. The next step is we need to just get more dragon kills done so that we can get more actual awakened draconium blocks. So I need to get that going. I need to do that in my off time or, you know, something like that. We have a whole bunch more blazing pyrotheum, which is good. We can set that up right there, like so. And I think it's already pulling it out. Oh, yeah, it is. Good. And I'll just manually refill the other side here on my own. It should be... Is it full of draconium? I think we've ran out of the dust. So I may need to switch to the draconium ingots. But for right now, we're doing pretty good. I'll make that change now that we've got that caught up. And thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the love that you guys have given. And let's keep it going. 12,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye for now. Leave a like, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. And I'll see you next episode. There we go. More draconium coming on in.